not careful, very easy. If you read in the text, it said it was a very subtle thing. Little by little did this cherub created by God begin to look around and say, hey, I'm pretty good at this. I got this down. I mean, you can't handle what I got to say. We had a revival among prostitutes. We had a revival among the pimp that pimped the prostitutes. We had a revival among the mafia. Y'all don't know it. You know, the mafia was still, when we started church, was still prevalent in Tampa. Y'all probably didn't know that. And every Saturday, this man would meet me with a brown paper bag every Saturday. As I was coming into the office, he gave me this brown bag full of cash. He said, don't ask where it came from. And I didn't. And I just said, I didn't ask, and I just gave it as a tithe. I didn't know where it came from. And he asked me not to, but I just did. But I know he was lost as a goose in a winter storm. Help me, somebody. Are you listening to what I'm saying? But he knew to bring in his tithe into the store. Somebody taught him somewhere, somehow, that if you tithe, you're going to be blessed. I wish somebody would give out a shout of praise. When you can't get a seat because there's a stripper that took your seat. Help me, somebody. There's a prostitute that took your seat. There's a drug addict that took your seat. And I'm sorry you couldn't get in because you come in all the time late. But they want the word of the living God. You got to pray in this church any amount of time. And you don't trust me by now, you should not be coming to this church. Why would you come to a church and sit under a man that you don't trust? Why would you bring your money and put it in the hands of an offering and not trust the man that's preaching the word? Oh, this is heavy preaching. There has to, everybody say trust. Trust. And trust, listen to me, is not given, it's earned. I've been here. Can I preach just a little bit longer? When I had churches that were offered me, paying me 3 times the salary, nice buildings, I said, I cannot do without walls people that way. I will not leave them. You're not getting this. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I said, they were with me in the hard times. And they were faithful to me in the hard times. And I had some nice positions, even one in the last 24 hours. Nice position. I mean, it looked like a brand new mall. I mean, it was nice. And I look at this and I say, but guess what? There's no comparison. Because when I say, God told me to come, God told me to stay, that's not words to me.
Right.
That's God told me to come. And if I got to preach just to one person, and that's Brandon, everybody else left, I'm going to preach like it's 100,000 people in this place until God tells me to leave Without Walls International Church. And I pray that day will never come. Give God a praise. The first thing I want you to do is understand we've got family. Everybody say family. Family. So what the enemy does is this. He will take our families, and what he will do is this. He will get in our families and watch. Hey, look up. He will divide. He will divide and he will conquer. That's how he does our family. To where we used to be a strong, I'm talking about not a church family, your family. Where you were a strong family unit, the devil got in there. He divided and he conquered. And now where you used to be strong, you're not strong any longer. You don't have that brother, that sister, that mother, that father that you could depend on. I wish somebody, anybody,
that's right,
would help me right there.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but family is very important to me. It's vital to me. It's important. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my papa. There's not a day that goes by that I don't talk to him. I know you're not supposed to talk to the dead. I know what y'all are saying, but I'm just saying that. Just kind of watch out for me. Help me here, buddy. If you got any influence over God, can you just kind of whisper in his ear and remind him I'm still down here? Right here. And then we got relationship. Everybody see relationship. Now this one has to do with the church family. Because when the enemy gets in, he has people that's almost sent from hell.
Yeah. Ghosts.
It's almost like they were made to get under your skin. It's like they were made to intimidate you. It was like they were made to instigate you. And you allow them. You give them that privilege to let them ride in your car and not pay for gas. Y'all are not getting the sermon. I'm not talking about physically riding, but in the car, they're in your mind and they're not paying for your gas. You allow them to stay in your home and you're walking the floor at night while they're sound asleep. Or you're not hearing well. You're walking the floor and say, well, they said I don't dress right. They said I don't sing right. They said I don't look right. They say I used to be the... And you're allowing it. And what the devil's doing is he's just reaching in. And he's just dividing. And he's scattering. This is a great sermon. Somebody got to clean this up. And he's just scattering. He's just scattering all over, right? And then, can I preach this a little bit? Yes or no? And then you get a little bit of wounded sheep. Wounded sheep. Everybody say wounded sheep. So you got this guy over here who he can testify every now and then, and he hoops. And I want you to know that the Lord reached way down and he saved me. So he hoops a little bit. Are you with me? Because anybody can hoop. It's this little art that you have to learn. You just got see somebody that's got a spirit of gossip?
Oh yeah.
They're driving in the car with the person that gossips. Preaching better than shot. I've been doing this a long time. I've got this thing down, church. Are you hearing me? So now they take, and they got their little group over here. Now they're wounded. So, Sister So-and-so can sing that song. She knows how to sing. And, nobody called her to preach either, but, she can sing. So we're going to take our little group. We're going to go over here. And they're scattered over here. Now we got that group, It's a quietness church. We got a mess up here. Lord have mercy. I'm almost done. Can you say just give me 2 more minutes? Yes or no? All right, then watch this. Then we have, and these are the ones I like. We have the pastor's inner circle. Where are they?
Brown.
This one?
Second.
These are the ones I love, Virginia. These are the ones I get tickled about. You give them a little authority. And before I know it, I'm hearing pastor said, and I ain't said nothing. I didn't say squat. And all of a sudden it's pastor said that you had to do this. And they're using my name right there. Using my name. Pastor said I can park in this space. And I don't even know who they are. Pastor said it. So then pastor has to bring correction. So they get their little group. And they got their little church over here started. That's I was on pastor's staff group. Because what you do is you begin to think that I said it. And it's really nothing I had to do with it. But yet now they're offended.
Yes, right.
And now they're hurt. Because, and I'm almost done. Are you getting all this on tape? I want every bit of this to be on YouTube. And here they are now. They're mad. They're mad. So they've got their little thing going over here. And we'll just add a little bit more to that group. These are the staff co-workers. Now, these are the ones that work on staff, but they don't know how to treat people. That's not my spirit. If they're working for me, they should have that spirit that I'll clean the toilet. That's my spirit. I told Michael Guyder, and I'm almost through here, if nobody helps you park cars Sunday, I'll help you park cars.
That's right.
I'll get out there and park this morning. I don't mind parking cars. Because I used to have to park cars for Dr. Lowry.
That's right.
I watched Dr. Lowry park cars. And it made me feel like this big when I saw the man of God out there directing traffic. I said, he'll never park another car as long as I'm in the stand. But we've got people. What is it? The co-workers.
Name names.
That act like I'm all that. I'm the bad sheriff in town. I got the keys to the building. I don't lock it up, but I got the keys. See, some of you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm cleaning house tonight. Because if we're going to be a healthy church, we got to get rid of all this junk. Is the root cause of this right here. And it's called disengagement. Everything you saw right there, all this, watch it, is because of disengagement. What does that mean? How did a real chosen person that joined the staff and had a clean and pure heart, how did they get all the way over here? How did that happen? And I had to talk to Bishop Jakes about this. And he said, Randy, if Jesus chose 12 and one of those was a Judas, you're always going to have it. But stay with me because it's the great part. With disengagement, either through hurt, trial, test, pride, something, somewhere, I don't know. And I may never know until I get to heaven. But somehow, with all of this being right, this disengagement gets inside. And when it gets inside, you start pulling away. And you start looking at things differently. Where you were apart, now you're looking through a critical eye. Help me, somebody. When you used to say, that's my pastor, now you're like, I wonder if it's true. I'm preaching better than shouting. Why's Mark always got to play the piano? Because he's been faithful and loyal for 15, 18 years. With disengagement, we have to have something called deliverance. And deliverance means we break it. And as we break it, sit down, I gotta show you this last illustration. As we break it, it's, I hope nobody got cut other than me. As we break it, look, it's like this right here. You see this? It's the church. But what happens if you move just the wrong person? It all collapses down like dominoes. I feel the Holy Ghost here. Somebody resigned on me when we moved to this building. that I thought they'll never, ever resign. They'll always be with me. Because they told me. They said, you will always have us. It hurt me so bad. I've never told this. That domino effect almost happened. Where I felt like, I'm done. If I'm done, it all falls. See, what he tries to do is he tries to make the leadership begin to fall. And as the leadership begins to fall, it's like dominoes. But church, today, as I preached under this anointing, I hope you will never forget that we will never let disengagement become a part of our life ever again.